mesti laksanakan, sebab biasanya kita akan memastikan apa grup-grup mana yang kita boleh kerjasama, dan yang paling penting sekali, keperluan apakah yang paling asasi, yang paling diperlukan oleh mangsa pada ketika itu. Dia ada prioriti dia, kita letakkan satu-satu, kemudian kita ambil yang paling mudah untuk kita buat. Tak semua benda kita dapat buat. Kadang-kadang perubatan kosnya terlalu tinggi, kita tak boleh bagi 100%, mungkin kita bagi 2% or maybe 10% only, kan? Sikit je. Tapi itu yang kita boleh. Tapi maknanya kita nak bagi kepada perkara yang kita berikan tu memberikan impak yang besar kepada masyarakat dan kepada apa yang kita lakukan. Terima kasih.
Okay, saya minta Encik Rahman respond to the second question. Yeah? Thank you.
Okay, pasal source of fund, for me lah, kalau misalnya duit tu daripada hasil criminal activities, lepas tu duitnya diberikan kepada NGOs untuk buat kerja amal ataupun untuk buat for certain missions, the way I look at it, as long as duit tu betul-betul digunakan untuk kerja amal, it's fine. Sebab yang buat kriminal tu orang tu, dan proceed dia. But chances are, I don't think criminal will give criminal money to kerja amal lah, untuk buat kerja amal. So hasilnya tak. Similarly untuk trust, for example, kalau private trust that is being established, lepas tu duit tu diberikan kepada NGOs, yang penting recordkan that you receive money from that trust, and then for specific reason tu sama dengan reason yang your NGOs is being established. Jangan your NGOs being established for A, tapi dia bagi you duit, dia kata duit ni untuk orang ni sahaja, yang tu dia menggunakan you untuk sampaikan duit tu to someone. That shouldn't happen. But kalau misalnya dia kata, okay, your name, for example, let's take example of Arah Palestine, this is for the people in Gaza, katalah untuk buat supply of water to certain area in Gaza specifically, that's within Arah Palestine punya mandate, within your work, so it's right. Tapi kalau misalnya dia kata, okay, yang ini sampaikan kepada Mr. A dekat Gaza, yang tu mungkin menggunakan orang Palestin, so you should avoid benda macam tu. I'm just giving example. So for me, yang bagi tu tak ada masalah sangat as far as NGOs. Cuma within your organisation, just make sure that it is not being misused and abused, dan jangan allow yourself to be abused. Just because somebody come to you, okay, I have 1 million, I'll give you 500,000, but the other 500,000 I want you to carry for Mr. A dekat Myanmar, for example. That there's issues that you have to manage lah. Sebab that 500,000 tu maybe for some other purpose that you don't know, and they are abusing you to actually send the money over there. So benda macam tu yang NGOs kena careful. Thank you.
I just want to add something on the money going to the beneficiary. I think Aman Palestine and Mercy has shared, well, it's good to the group. But how in case of individual, like we don't have, like Magna, we don't have a community which is diagnosed with cancer. We have individuals diagnosed with cancer. So how do we, how are we accountable that that particular individual is receiving the fund? So the process is very important. The request comes from the welfare, and who is the person who's asking for it and what sort of assistance is required. So we approve for that and give to that particular patient. So if any donor would like to know, so you know that this is the name of the person and where the person comes from. So that is as an individual to individual. And coming, just to share another thing is, if an organization would like to give $500,000, there are organizations that would love to give to us $500,000 or 1 million, but we got to be very careful who are these organizations as we're talking about. If tobacco is going to give to us, tobacco causes cancer. But how to accept that? Guinness would like to give money to us. How to accept? It's in terms of what are your values of accepting it? So because, I mean, tobacco is operating in the world, legally operating. And is their money legal or not legal for an organization like us to receive it? So here's where we got to make an informed decision whether this is a donation that we would like to receive or not.
I think for our part, it is a bit more simpler than the rest. I think they're all international players, we are local players. Okay, when funds are given, we normally request for people to give us for specific purpose. And most of the people who donate, provide funds for our projects, actually participate in our project. Like now on the 23rd, we have got a CSR project with a company where they've identified a location where eye screening and surgery is going to be performed. So they also be party to it, will be on the ground helping us so that they do the administrative side, they see what benefits that they give to the patients or the people on site. So on that aspect of it, I think it's easier for us to be showing you all what the money is used for compared to when you talk about international players.
Governance in place. Yes, please.
Hello. I'm a Pakistan from Asian Medical Association. Our association would like to donate some cash to the Philippines hurricane typhoon victims. But as you were saying, the banks are not operational, or what is the best procedure? Perhaps Mercy is already in it that we could contribute to the victims.
Thank you. Well, we have a team already on site. Well, we have my vice president is there, together with one logistician and 2 doctors. They got in very late last night, and from what I hear, from them, just to share with all of you, is that it's even worse than Aceh actually. You know what the situation is, that it's not livable at all. So they are all actually now staying. They're actually living on the runway. When they got down from the planes, they were all actually, as of last night, 2 o'clock in the morning, they were all there camping out at the runways. We will actually launch an appeal very soon, I think, officially. So then from there on, we can actually give us the monies. But until we see what the report back from this particular team that went in, and only then we would actually probably have a press release or statement saying that what we need and how best to do it. It's quite initial, and because of the fact that it took them quite a long time to get in also. They got in yesterday with MKN and One Putra and the rest quite late. So I think we will issue something on our website soon, and how best to give us to donate for this particular typhoon island. Thanks.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Tasnim. I'm from the Hong Young Foundation. I commend all of these organizations on the panel for having this the form of self-governance that you do. However, my question was that there must have been a point where all of you up there were a really small organization with like 5 people running everything, trying to save the world. As a funder, I work with a lot of very small organizations that don't have the time to sit down and audit their accounts. They don't have the funds to send their accounts for accounting and hire external accountants to do that. And as a result, their accounts look sketchy. Funders don't want to give money to them because they look sketchy. So my question is, how do you scale up in a way, or how do you manage that situation? How do you manage that vulnerability where you're such a small organization, where you're also running things, but you also have to have a stable form of governance so that you look credible to the public and you look credible to people who want to fund you? Because I felt like this is like a chicken and egg situation whereby funders don't want to go in and fund an organization that does not look credible, but it requires money for an organization to look credible. So, if you can give me some insight about that, that would be great. Thank you.
Start small, everybody. So who wants to start first? Who think they started small?
Actually, when I joined the company, it was not small. It was about 15 years ago. It was already about 10 years in operations when I joined them. But I think it goes back to how does a small businessman keep his books. It comes to the same thing. It is a bit difficult, it's challenging when you're a small businessman, you are going out to go and get your business, make your payments, salaries pay on time and all those things, and also maintain your books. I think the easiest way would be just maintain a cash book, your ins and outs. Then you can always get someone who can help you to write out the books for you. I think this is the simplest. This is my accounting side of knowledge that I know. Any small businesses or even small NGOs, just maintain all your ins and outs. That's it. Document it properly. Or when your ins, you just make sure you issue receipts to them, and you can always get people to write up your books. If you don't have the funds, you have limited funds, you also can talk to your friends who will be able to contribute to write up the books for you.
I want to speak some more, but I think we really need to keep to our time. Yeah, this is already like 12:45, but we can offer you from Accounting Research Institute, yeah, if you need any help with accounting, I think we can certainly help you. Yeah, no problem. Okay, with that, I hand this back to the MC.
Alright, thank you very much. With that, we have concluded session 3, and we would like to thank Professor Dr. Noma and the panelists for sharing their insights and inputs during this session. We thank you too for your participation.